The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, set. Round 80. Round 80. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Hey, check it.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Wait, set. 53. Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. Go bandit.
From the gun, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
40. Wait, set. Wait, 20. Set, 41. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Watch the six.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michel. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Switch. Hey, go 66.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rex Burkhead, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag.
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 52-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Brady now to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. A give to Burkhead on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 31, Brady to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The first down carry here for Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. Set. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, and this one complete to Will Fuller. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's been a long day for you.
From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. To throw is Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Of course, this building played host to Super Bowl 51, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady and these Patriots came storming back from that 28-6 deficit to shock Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons for yet another Super Bowl title. And now they're back here for this bout. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady, and that's complete. It's Watson, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Brady now, 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Wide, 80. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. He's coming. Double up.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Move. Hey, you got 3.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Zach Cunningham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. First down, they go back to Burkhead. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 41, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Brady's throw into the hands of Harry, and he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Brady, 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. Brady hands off to Burkhead. And the ball is out. Burkhead lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
From the 39, Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady forced out to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Wait, that 380. Check back. Watch safety green. Watch safety green. 380.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On the run, Darkwa. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Set. 19. Big alert. Big stop. Let's go. Watch the boy down. He's coming. 25. Alert. Alert. 25.
They run. It's Johnson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now. 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Here's Brady to the right side and complete to Thomas. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this ride?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up. Past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
We're set. 18. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. 24.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
We're set. 19. Go on, D.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll run now with Burkhead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady's throw there complete, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve. Winning hit. 55, 55. Winning hit.
Try to pick it up on the ground with Burkhead. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady, and that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this will come up short.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Michael Bannon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Here we go.
Third and long, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Again, they run with Burkhead. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Brady looking to throw on 32. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
53!
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and 1, Brady. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
First down, Patriots.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Burkhead. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
and the ball is out. Burkhead lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Big series right here. We got to step up. Watch twitch.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Throwing on first down is Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Body Calhoun. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Brady going to throw. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some room to run now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of down.